be part of the cleanup of this debris from this clot. So they come in. What other white blood cells come in?
Monocytes.
Okay, well, all right, and yeah, they sure they can, certainly. What are monocytes doing?
Phagocytosis.
They are also phagocytes, right? And so often though, yeah, so they're not as involved as the neutrophils in that way, but certainly. What about other white blood cells?
Lymphocytes.
Okay, so what do the lymphocytes do then? That's what they are. So if you're throwing words out and it's good, then we got to figure out how to use them, right? So we're in a cocktail party, folks. So we're talking for a second, and you just threw out lymphocytes, and I'm like, really? What do lymphocytes role? Well, lymphocytes could be involved in this way. I mean, yes, we can include them if you know that what's happening is that the lymphocytes, the B cells in particular, are going to recognize anything that's not self, an antigen, and run off and go tell the T lymphocytes, this is what this stuff looks like, you guys. You know, this is what we have to attack. And then they clone themselves as well. It's kind of a weird system. And then the T cells go out, march down the line, and do what they're supposed to do in terms of attacking. Again, mostly viral stuff, so probably not in the clotting world. So what are the other granulocytes?
Eosinophils.
Eosinophils and basophils. And actually it's the basophils that are problematic in these clots, because basophils release heparin. What's heparin? What do you know heparin to be?
It's a blood thinner.
A blood thinner. So, you know, that's going to break up clots. Well, that's always good when we need to, you know, how do clots dissolve? Well, it's not because you just pick them off, right? Some of these microtraumas in your body, you know, there are other little gremlins in there picking the clot off because it itches, you know, whatever, right? So, so basophils are releasing heparin, and that's a problem. But they also release another substance.
Histamine.
That's histamine. And what is histamine? What do we know histamine?
Allergies.
Allergies, right, yeah. So you take antihistamines is what we take and all that. So histamines are going to then participate in this whole inflammatory response. So things get a little worse at first. That's what's going on. So you've got, you know, the clotting cascade with the platelets and fibrinogen that's floating around and thrombin, you know, and then you've got fibrin and make the mash, and then suddenly basophils are on the scene, screwing everything up. In a way, except that because they release this histamine, it attracts the rest of the body's immune system cells, you know, the cells of the immune system, yeah, maybe T and B cells, anyway, not those as much, to come in and participate in this process of not just clot formation, but also let's clean up the debris. That's obviously going to be a part of it. So that's what I really want you to see, is that kind of larger picture versus can I, you know, pull out things like, you know, the clotting cascade and ask you crazy questions that people shouldn't know the answer to anyway.
So,
So
like,
Spencer, and then
are you taking, if you're taking a lot of antihistamines, would you have more